So hi guys, so in the last video we talked about supervised learning. So in this video we would be talking about what is unsupervised learning, what are the applications and how all the things regarding data works in unsupervised learning. So in supervised learning you must be remembering the training data set that is fed to the algorithm includes the desired solutions called labels. We are giving the labels to the in the data to the model that okay, these are the things and these are the labels, and from that the algorithm learns. But in the unsupervised learning, the training data is unlabeled. The system tries to learn without a teacher. Like you can look in this figure, what is basically happening is we have given this input data to our model in which there is no label, but these are the apples, these specific things are apples, and these three are watermelon. So model has to learn from itself that okay, all the features that are common in these things are apples. That is the reason it has output apple here, and all the features that are common in these three are watermelon. So model has to itself learn from the feature vector. So the data set is a collection of unlabeled examples in unsupervised learning. So again, one thing that I would like to say that X is a feature vector, and the goal of unsupervised learning algorithm is to create a model that takes feature vector X and either transforms it to a value that can be used to solve a practical problem. So it's not a problem if you are not able to understand it. I would give three examples, and from that I am sure that you would get an idea of what I am talking about. This is the training set that is basically totally unlabeled. There is no classes, no labels regarding what the data consists of. Now coming to the example, yeah. Suppose we have we have written a blog few days ago, and now that blog has got a lot of visitors, and now you want to see how what are the who are the visitors, what are their demography and all. So we would at this point we would be running a clustering algorithm. If you don't if you don't know about cluster, no, not a problem. Basically it's just an application of unsupervised learning. It follows the unsupervised learning pattern. So what would happen, we if this is the these are the data, this is the data we have, and the model itself has learned from the data that we haven't labeled the data, but the model is telling us that the 40% of users, the people, the readers are basically male. These are the these users who are male, and now 20% of the people are young sci-fi lover. These people love watching sci-fi movies, and the rest of the people watch your blogs, means read your blogs during evening time. So this is the part where the unsupervised learning is playing the game, that at no point you are telling the algorithm which group of visitor belongs to. It finds those connections without your help with the features available. So we would see another example. I'm sure from this example you will exactly get to know what is unsupervised learning. So this is a basically a visualization algorithm. These are good examples of unsupervised learning algorithm. What we have done, suppose this was a big data set. This it consisted of images of a lot of animals, like let that be deer, let that be lion, let that be tiger, let that be cow. uh, just like that we have got a lot of images, and we haven't labeled any one of them, and we have directly given that to our model that okay model, this is the data, no labels have been provided, you have to learn from it. What would model do? Model would perform a visualization algorithm here, and this is what we would get. Model would be saying okay, these particular green dots which consist of these particular features, common features, have been are this. So we would see okay that these are deers. Then model would give us this, that these particular animals who had tail at their back, who had similar features, had orange color skin and all, are tigers. We are so because we haven't given the data any labels, it has to learn from feature. It is looking at every image, learning the from the feature vector, that what are the common things between particular images, and from that it is forming classes according to that. And then similarly like for cow, and similarly for lion. And this is how all the things are working here, that you are giving the data to your model and it is learning from the features of the images. Now another example I would like to show you. This is a anomaly detection, which is a very good use of unsupervised learning. If you don't know what is anomaly detection, it basically means something that deviates from what is standard, normal, or expected. So one famous use of anomaly detection is using detecting unusual credit card transaction to prevent frauds, catching manufacturer defects, or automatically removing the outliers. So how this happens? The suppose I would just give you an example. This is a model, and this is the data set. In this data set, we provide all the instances where a normal transaction is is happening, and a lot of data is provided regarding the normal transaction, how it goes on, all the steps that are performed, all the average money that is being transacted, and all maximum, minimum, everything, and we provide that to our data set, the data set to our model. And after that, we would be looking at one basically possible fraud, and these are the typical activities. These activities keep happening full day. There is not at all any problem in these activities happening in the credit card part. But whenever a model sees a point which is away from the graph area which it consisted of, it learned from, it would directly tell the user that okay, for fraud has been detected, please have a look on this. And these all are made as typical activities. So what we are doing, we are not providing any labels, we are just giving the data a lot of possible typical activities that are totally normal. These are the normal instances, and from that the data learns, okay, these are the possible instances, that these are normal part. So it learns to recognize them, and when it sees a new instance, that it can tell whether it looks like a normal one or whether it is likely to be an anomaly. I mean anomaly. So this is the graph it would look like. Suppose these are the this is all the data that we have provided it, and it has learned from, and there is some part fraud here. Now whenever the model sees that this is the part that is away from the graph area that it has learned from, it would directly tell the user of the model that fraud has been detected. So yeah, this is how the whole anomaly detection plays. So you must have now got an idea how this whole unsupervised learning is playing here, and what are the rules. The dataset is a collection of unlabeled examples. So once again, I would like to repeat the main definition. In unsupervised learning, the training data is unlabeled. The system tries to learn without a teacher by itself. So yeah, you can go and learn about it in the more documentations available online. And this was it for the video. In the next video, we will be talking about yet another ML theory topic. So hope you enjoyed it. Thank you and have a nice day.